You're welcome, our dear student, in this episode from your program Science for All with Mr. Wائل Saad. Today we're gonna talk about the speed, motion, and types of motion for Prep 1 second term. Today we're gonna talk about what? About motion. If anybody moves, I can describe his motion. Maybe his motion is fast, its speed is very high, so I can say that this body is moving fast. Maybe this body moves, but not fast, but slow. Its speed is not fast, but its speed is slow. So, when I talk about motion, I have to talk about speed. First, suppose that I have a car and I got up early and began to drive my car at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock a.m. And I started to drive from Cairo to Sharm el-Sheikh. From Cairo to Sharm el-Sheikh. From Cairo to Sharm el-Sheikh is about 500 kilometers. 500 kilometers. And I arrived at Sharm el-Sheikh at about 10 o'clock. I started driving at 5 o'clock. I arrived at 10 o'clock. What does it mean? I have three numbers here, as you see here. $500 kilometers. I started motion from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, what is the value? What is the name of this amount or this value? 500 kilometers. Yes, it's distance. So distance, or D is abbreviation, is the first letter of distance, equal 500 kilometers. Okay, what can you deduce from that I started driving at 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock? Yes, that means that I took time. I took time of what? Yes, 5 hours. 5 hours. So now distance is 500 kilometers, and I took time, or taken time, is 5 hours. Okay, what can we deduce? We can say that I moved at speed. What's speed here? Can you calculate speed? I moved 500 kilometer distance in 5 hours. That means that I move what? 100 kilometers for each hour. 100 kilometers per hour. Okay? Okay. Now I have three numbers. 500 kilometers, 5 hours, and I got 100. To get 100, what have I do? Can I say 500 times 5 to get 100? Or 500 divided 5 to get 100? Or 500 minus 5? Or 500 plus 5? Yes, right. 500 divided 5 to get 100. Okay. What's 500 here? 500 here is distance. What's 5 here? What's 5 here? Yes, it's time. And what's 100? It is speed. So speed equal distance over time. And I can make this triangle, how can I put these values in this triangle? This is dividing. If it is dividing, so the first one, the up here must be up here, and VT. If it is dividing, I must put this value here up and the other two values down. So if I want to get speed, it equals distance over time. If I want to get distance, it is speed times time. If I want to get time, it's speed, it's a distance, sorry, divided speed. Now, we could know that velocity, speed or velocity, okay, but here is speed equal distance over time. And this is our triangle, D equal VT here. So, if I wanted to represent it through graph, and as you know, my dear student, the graph contains two axes, y-axis and x-axis. One axis and the x-axis. So, what can I put on y and what can I put on x? As you see, d over t. So, d is up, d is on y, and t is on x. The upper one is on y and the lower one is on x-axis. And this is called slope. This is called the slope. And the slope always here equal y divided x. So v equal distance over time. Always the slope equal y divided x. So here speed equal distance over what? Over time. Again, another way to know, another explanation to know why we put time on x-axis. Because on x-axis we must put the independent factor. What's meant by independent factor? The factor that I can't change. It changes. Then y, it changes dependent on x. Again, x it changed unwillingly. I didn't change it myself, but it changed unwillingly. And it is called independent factor. And we put on y the factor that changed depending on x. I can't change time, it changes unwillingly, while by changing time, depending on it, distance it changes. So I must put the independent on x and dependent factor on y. Okay. Now I wanna write definition for speed. How can I define speed? Speed equal distance over time. Always when I want to put definition, I suppose that the lower one here is or equals 1. So if I say v equal distance over 1 second, because time is in second. So here distance over 1 second. I suppose that time equal 1. So distance over 1 equal what? Equal what? If I say 10 over 1, yes, 10. 20 over 1, yes, 20. 30 over 1, yes, 30. Distance over 1 equal distance, yes. So here speed equal distance. Because speed equal distance over 1. So speed equal what? Distance. When I can say that speed equal distance. If time is 1. If time is 1 second. So here I can say what's speed? It is distance. It's distance in 1 second. Speed is distance covered by who? Speed. It is distance covered by what? By the moving object. By the moving object. It's very important, in 1 second. In 1 second only. So speed equal distance over time here. And if I suppose that time is 1 second, so here speed is distance. So I can say speed, it is distance. It is distance covered by moving object in 1 second. So, my dear students, as we learned today, we talked about speed. This is lesson 3 in unit 2 for prep 1, the second term. We talked about speed. Speed, it is distance covered by moving object in 1 second, and this speed equal distance over time. And when we want to represent it through graph, I must put distance on y-axis, time is on x-axis, and I can say that slope is speed, because the slope always equal y divided x. So here speed equal distance over time. By this point we reached the last point for this episode, and I'm pleasure to see you. I'm so happy for watching me, and I see you next episode. Thank you.